We all love secrets in WWE games, and what makes them so fun to find is that they can literally be found anywhere. You can find secrets in the ring, outside of the ring, in the backstage area, or out of the arena. WWE games have done it all when it comes to hiding things from the player. Another area where secrets can be found in WWE games is under the ring, which is where we'll be finding and showing all of these secrets today. But quickly, before we get into the video, make sure that you are subbed with all notifications turned on, and don't forget to like the video if you do end up enjoying it. And now, let's get under the ring and find ourselves some secrets. Kicking things off, we would need to go all the way back to SmackDown Shut Your Mouth for our first secret found under the ring. SmackDown Shut Your Mouth was kind of the first WWE game in the main series to let you search for weapons under the ring. Stick around to find out why it's kind of the first, as it'll be explained in the later entry. It was much different looking for weapons in this game compared to how it is now, with all of the weapons to select and the weapon wheel to get the weapons you really want. Back then, you had to use the weapons you were given, as each side of the ring would have one single weapon under the apron to pull out. Usually in Shut Your Mouth, it was a choice between pulling out a chair, a table, or a sledgehammer from under the ring. However, another weapon could be pulled from under the ring depending on who you choose to be in the match. If you picked, for example, Jeff Hardy or RVD, you would go to the right side of the ring and look under the ring for a weapon. You'll be given a ladder instead of using a chair under that side of the ring. And let's be honest, when we're picking people like Jeff Hardy and RVD and Shut Your Mouth, we're going to want to jump off really high things. So the secret of the ladder for these characters was a fun inclusion. Whilst on the subject of ladders and secrets, there's another ladder-based secret that can be found in WWE Raw 2 on the original Xbox. With Raw 2, there's way less limitations on pulling weapons from under the ring. You can literally have over 20 weapons from under the ring and it can be all kinds of stuff. Seriously, we mean it when we say that, because it could be anything from the usual chairs and barbed wire bats to plants and bowling balls. There was really that much variety with weapons in Raw 2. One of the weapons you could pull from under the ring, like Shut Your Mouth, is the ladder. But we want to go one step further, seeing as Raw 2 wants to be extra crazy with the weapons. Well, that was possible as there's a secret ladder under the ring in Raw 2. It's pretty hard to pull from under the ring as there's no guarantee at all, but if you try it enough times in a few matches, you'll eventually pull a huge ladder from under the ring. This is the only time in a WWE game that we've had different size ladders, so this was a pretty awesome and unique secret to have in Raw 2. One of the secrets, or I guess you could call it details in WWE games, that you'll see more regularly now is certain characters pulling out their trademark weapons from under the ring. These days, in games like 2K24, you'll have the Sandman pulling out a kendo stick, the Dudleys getting the tables, Triple H getting a sledgehammer, LA Knight getting the microphone, and even Pat McAfee pulling out a football from underneath the ring. But of course, we don't speak of that last one. Those are all cool little details that fit the gimmicks of those characters, but it's not new to the series. This has been a thing since as far back as WWE 2K20. As in WWE 2K20, if you picked Jack Gallagher and looked for a weapon under the ring, he would pull an umbrella out. This leans more into the secret territory because, unlike the others mentioned so far, the umbrella in WWE 2K20 is not a selectable weapon to put under the ring and can only be obtained if using that specific character. The unique and also unselectable weapon secrets continue with the next entry, as in WWE 2K22, Doink the Clown was added to the game as part of the post-launch DLC. He's remained in the game since, so this secret also covers 2K23 and WWE 2K24. So if you go looking for a weapon under the ring as Doink, you'll automatically pull out a fake, or I guess you could call it a mannequin arm, which Doink used to use back in the day when he was on WWE TV. Like the umbrella mentioned in the previous entry, this can only be done with Doink the Clown and is not attainable without him. Remember earlier when we said we'd explain why Shut Your Mouth was kind of the first WWE game to let you pull weapons from under the ring? Well, it's because in early SmackDown games, you could kind of pull weapons from under the ring, but it will come at a cost. Back in these PS1 days, you couldn't just grab a weapon from under the ring. If you had a no DQ hardcore match, the game would load the match with both you and your opponent holding weapons already. So as you can imagine, these matches would start off pretty chaotically. But let's say you were not happy with the weapons offered and wanted to change them. That's impossible to do, right? Well, no. It is possible to do so, but like we said, it would cost you. To swap a weapon, you would have to walk towards the apron whilst holding a weapon in your hand and press R1. Each time you do so, your weapon will change. How could weapons just turn into different ones by standing near the apron? Well, that's just PS1 magic right there. Moving over now to WWE 13, and more specifically the Attitude Era mode within the game. When you play the match site between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Dude Love with Vince McMahon as the special guest referee, there's a small secret that can be found when looking under the ring in this match. If you look under the ring as Stone Cold during this match, you will be attacked by Vince, who will then throw you back in the ring. This is the only time that you can ever remember where you could trigger this animation of a referee stopping you from going under the ring to find a weapon. And it makes total sense for the match, as Vince was a complete dirtbag referee in this one, and did everything to stop Stone Cold from winning. Not only a great detail, but a great secret that you might have missed in WWE 13 if you didn't look under the ring. In WWE 2K22's My Rise mode, when on the SmackDown brand, you can get in a storyline that allows you to compete in the King of the Ring tournament. Get through all the matches, and you'll face Randy Orton in the finals. For the secret, you will need to win the match and become the king. After becoming the King of the Ring, you'll unlock a new story where the previous King of the Ring will attack you until you get back up from another previous King of the Ring winner, King Booker. You'll have a match with King Corbin to prove once and for all who is the real King of the Ring. But if you look under the ring during this match, you'll actually find a weapon which is unique to just this match in the career mode only and can't be found or chosen outside of it. That weapon being the King's Scepter, which we went on to crack over Corbin's head a few hundred times. A similar thing will happen in another 2K22 My Rise storyline. This time, you'll find this one whilst being a part of the NXT brand. Whilst on NXT, you will get a storyline where there's a bounty on your head, meaning whoever can take you out will win a cash reward. This bounty was started by Damian Priest, as you announced you'll be going after the North American title in NXT. Priest, not wanting to lose the title, would rather have you taken out instead. After fighting all the bounty hunters off, it's you versus Priest for the title, which Priest demands is a no DQ match so he can use his secret weapon, the nightstick. If you go under the ring during this match, you'll find the nightstick he mentioned, and again, it's the only time the entire game that this weapon can be used. The next two might be cheating, kinda, but if we don't include them, then we know that we will be told that we missed them. So we're including them. Anyway, the thumbtacks weapon was included in WWE games only 2 times ever. Once in SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 on the Wii and Legends of WrestleMania. To find the SmackDown vs. Raw 09, you simply have to go over to the ring steps and pick them up during an Extreme Rules match. Upon doing so, you'll see a bag that can be picked up, and then the tacks can be poured into the ring.
No respect for his opponent. He put all his weight behind that. What a tackle. It's all about the desire, the heart, the passion with John Cena.
Legends of WrestleMania is somewhat similar, except being automatic. You just have to Irish whip your opponent into the stairs and then grapple. Once you do that, you'll see a little scene of your character pulling out a bag and pouring the tacks in the ring. This could only be done in Hell in a Cell matches.
There's the Irish whip. Good Lord. Thumbtacks. Thumbtacks are in the ring. There's some more impact. No. Good Lord. He's rolling in those tacks.
Next up is another mix between a secret and a detail, which can be found in WWE 2K23's Showcase mode. If you play the match between John Cena and The Undertaker from Vengeance 2003 and they go to pull a chair from under the ring, you'll notice that these chairs are slightly different from the ones usually seen outside a Showcase. These chairs are based on the 2003 style of steel chairs, with them being blue colored instead of black. We're not gonna lie, it gives us a major Here Comes the Pain vibe seeing a blue chair, Biker Undertaker, Thugonomic Cena in the 2003 arena. Now, secrets under the ring in WWE games don't just have to be the weapon found under the ring. It can include people who are hiding under the ring, and that person being Hornswoggle, of course. In the late SmackDown vs. Raw games, you could choose to have Hornswoggle as your manager, and when watching the entrance, you'll see Hornswoggle run and go under the ring, waiting to be summoned later on. As the match progresses, you can press R1 and down together, and you'll see a quick animation of Hornswoggle appearing from under the ring to throw in a secret shillelagh weapon. So it's kind of a double secret, as not only do you have Hornswoggle appearing, but you also get a secret weapon too. And we're not finished just yet, as we have a bonus non-WWE game addition to add. Continuing on with the theme of people hiding under the ring, AEW Fight Forever has a little secret waiting for you under the ring. It's not a guarantee that it will always happen, but in some matches when you go looking for a weapon, instead of pulling out a weapon from under the ring, you'll actually pull Danhausen out from under the ring instead. When you pull Danhausen from under the ring, he'll curse you for doing so, and that will leave you open for some extra hits from your opponent, with you being able to do nothing about it. Let's be honest, you completely deserve it for looking under the ring to find weapons.